We all talk about managing stress, right? But what if the real secret to being truly resilient isn't in your head, but in your gut? Today we're going to dive into this powerful, kind of hidden connection between your digestion and your ability to handle just about anything life throws your way.
So does this sound at all familiar? You're crushing it at work, but you're also dealing with that afternoon energy crash, maybe feeling a little bloated, and your brain just feels fuzzy. It's so easy to just blame your crazy schedule or a bad night's sleep.
But what if the real problem isn't your to-do list? What if it's something deeper? Well, that's exactly what we're digging into. This one central idea that so many of those symptoms we blame on burnout actually start right here, in our gut.
Okay, so how on earth does that even work? Well, this brings us to some really fascinating science behind what a lot of people are now calling our second brain.
You know, your gut isn't just a simple plumbing system for your food. It's actually lined with millions of nerve cells. It's this incredibly complex network that's constantly talking to your actual brain. It influences everything: your mood, how sharp you feel, all of it. So when you get stressed, that whole communication line gets staticky, and you feel it everywhere.
And what's absolutely fascinating is that this new scientific idea, it's actually ancient wisdom. Today we call it the gut-brain axis. It's like a biochemical superhighway. But thousands of years ago, Ayurvedic medicine had a name for it too: Agni, the digestive fire. A strong fire gives you energy and clarity. A weak one, well, it causes a lot of problems. It's like two different languages describing the exact same truth.
And that problem even has a name: Ama. In Ayurveda, this is basically the gunk, the toxic stuff left over when your digestive fire is weak. And that is what leads to that sluggish, foggy, just off feeling. It's actually a pretty simple way to think about a really complex problem.
So, if the problem is a whole system being out of whack, the solution has to be a system too, right? Not just a random collection of tips, but a real, foundational approach to change.
And this framework is built on 4 simple pillars: rhythm, calm, quality, and repair. Now, this isn't about starting some extreme diet or trying to create a perfect new routine overnight. It's just about creating a consistent system to support your body, starting with your gut.
Okay, this is where the rubber meets the road. Let's get super practical and look at an action plan you could literally start today. Just look at this list for a second. None of these are massive, life-changing commitments, are they? Taking a few deep breaths before you eat, a 10-minute walk after lunch. These are what you'd call small hinges that swing really big doors. They're all designed to fit into your busy life, not blow it up.
And you don't have to do all of them. In fact, please don't even try. I just want you to focus on this number.
3. That's it. Your only job is to pick just 3 of those habits from the list and say yes to them this week. The goal here isn't perfection, it's momentum. Think of it like this: small, consistent steps are the compound interest of your health.
And once you start building that little bit of momentum, you can begin to layer these habits into a more structured long-term journey.
And here's what that might look like over 8 weeks. See how it builds? You start by just stabilizing with the basics. Then you build a routine. Then you support and strengthen the system. And finally, you optimize. It's a really gradual, totally manageable way to go from just surviving your day to actually thriving in it.
And this stuff really works. I mean, this quote is from a case study about a founder who was just completely exhausted, super reactive, and was popping antacids all day. But by focusing on simple rhythm and some gentle supports, not some crazy diet, he completely turned around how he felt and how he performed.
So the key here is to build a solid system, not just look for a quick fix. We can think about these supports in a few different categories. You've got your everyday helpers, like ginger or fennel. Then you have short-term supports, like digestive enzymes, which can help you out while you're building new habits. But things like antacids, yeah, they should be used cautiously. They're a band-aid for a moment, but they don't fix the underlying system. Which brings us to the really big idea here. We kind of need to totally reframe how we think about what it even means to be resilient.
I really want you to let this one sink in. Resilience is not just about having mental toughness or a can-do attitude. It's biological. It is a physical state that depends on your nervous system being calm and your body being properly fed. And your gut is right at the heart of that whole process.
So, I'll leave you with this to think about. The next time you're facing a crazy deadline or feeling that pressure build, just ask yourself, what if the most powerful tool I have for focus and strength isn't some new productivity hack, but just how I decide to eat my lunch?